Wagwan, everybody, welcome to Don't Get Hit with a Brick. And today, Guinea has joined the likes of President Ibrahim Traore and the other Sahel states in Africa by banning the export of raw gold. Now, people might be thinking, what does that even really mean? You're banning the export of raw gold. Well, the way that Africa has been getting exploited over the decades and centuries is that companies and countries have their military bases in their country, in an African country, and then by having the military bases, they're able to sow unrest in the country, civil wars, etc. And while that's happening, they will extract the resources out of the country in raw material, and then they will refine it. And then when it's refined, that's where the main value is in the gold. Because when you get your gold billards or billiardons, I can't remember how you pronounce it, that's what is basically classed as the valuable point of gold. Obviously, raw gold is still really valuable, but having it already prim and proper and made up is where the majority of the value actually is. So Africa's been losing a lot of money by just allowing these countries to extract raw gold out, refine it, and then sell it either back to them or sell it to their mates, and then the African leaders will still obviously receive a back end door deal as well. So if we just get into the video right now, I can show you guys what I mean. So it says another country has banned the export of one of its most precious resources. Guinea has banned the export of unrefined gold to stop its precious natural resources from leaving the country daily in its raw form. President Mamandi Doumbouya ordered all gold to be refined into ingots in Conakry, warning that violators face immediate contract termination. So he's taken a really strong stance, again, just like Ibrahim Traore did with the sort of the Sahel states. Right next to Senegal as well. Holding West Africa's second largest gold reserves, Guinea's industrial and artisanal sectors expanded massive 22,142 kgs of gold in Q1 alone. The strategic move directly mirrors Zimbabwe's recent export ban on lithium concentrate, signaling a broader African push for local value addition. So I'll just read this little here from Business Insider. Guinea has imposed a ban on the export of unrefined gold following a similar move by Zimbabwe regarding lithium exports. The decision aims to promote local gold refining and requires that all gold be processed into ingots within Guinea before export. President General Mamadi Doumbouya announced the policy after consulting with gold producers and buyers, stating that exporting raw gold will now be prohibited. Any operators violating the ban will face license suspension and termination of their mining contracts. So, guys, that's what Guinea is doing. They're hitting the Western world with a brick. The Western world is in a collapse, and Africa is deciding to capitalize on that and use this opportunity to actually stop the extraction of resources from their land. So just to break down exactly to you why gold refining is so important. So gold refining is critical because it separates pure gold from raw ore and impurities to achieve a benchmark of 99.95% purity or higher. This process ensures authenticity, guarantees global market liquidity, enables sustainable recycling of scrap materials, and produces the high-grade metal required for advanced electronics. So gold actually is used in a lot of electronics, in your phone and a lot of other things that basically conduct electricity, because it's actually called a perfect conductor because it doesn't lose any energy while it's conducting the electricity. Let's see, safety work, sustainably supply, precision electronics, manufacturing durability, investment, security, and liquidity. Refined gold bars and coins represent a trusted, standardized financial asset. Reputable refiners provide the variable to assets. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. So there you have it. There's a broad definition of basically what is going on with the gold situation. And just before, need to find it now. So just before we go into the rest of the video, obviously it's advert time. We've got best weekend ever coming out on 31st of July.
Guys, it's Shay here. On Friday, the 31st of July, I'll be heading down to Lakota, and this is for the best weekend ever day party. Make sure to come down, get some food, drink, and listen to the sick DJs who are playing in Bashment, dancehall, and R&B. Click the link to buy your tickets, and I hope to see you there.
5 in the morning, I wake up to 5 for my There you have it, guys. Get your tickets. The links is in the bio below. It will take you here. Friday the 31st of July, Lakota and Bristol. Tickets start at £10. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. But guys, so just to give you a little bit of background, I know we featured Burkina Faso and Niger and Mali on this channel before, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of a background because some people that might not have seen this video before, those videos, you can obviously go back and check them out, but I'll just give people a brief understanding on what's going on. So the Alliance of Sahel States, ASE Niger, Mali and Burkina Faso have officially notified the United Nations of their intent to withdraw from the International Criminal Court. In a joint statement citing the court's alleged bias and failure to effectively prosecute international crime. So this is just the next step in what the Sahel states are doing, and because these three countries are leading it. So what Guinea has done, these countries did 3 years ago. So they're 3 years ahead of what the rest of Africa's doing. So this is basically going to follow the footsteps. They're going to follow in the footsteps. They're leading the blueprint right now. So let me just, we've obviously got the lovely Charmaine on this channel again to break down everything. But before I show you Charmaine's statements, another African country has banned the exports. This is from Business Insider Africa, yeah? Another country has banned the exports of one of its most precious resources. Guinea, much like Zimbabwe did earlier this year, has moved to ban the export of one of its more valuable products, gold. So they imposed a ban on the decision claims to local refined. President General Mamande announces the policy after consultation with his gold producers and buyers, stating the export rule gold might be prohibited. So this is just again just going into more detail. Lithium export ban in Zimbabwe can just shows. Earlier this year, Zimbabwe announced that immediate and indefinite suspension of the exportation of lithium concentrates. The Mines Ministry announced that it will realign export procedures due to continued malpractices during the exploitation of minerals in a statement. So again, the corruption, these African leaders are finally getting the confidence to quell the corruption that is going on from these external countries and within their country themselves. So if we just go into what Charmaine has to say to finish off the video, because we know we love Charmaine's, is it Charmaine Talks? Yeah, Charmaine's posts. We love her posts. She's very educated and informative. So let's go into it.
Ghana's ending decades of raw gold exports. From February 1st.
Oh, this is Ghana. So Ghana's even doing that as well. So she's not got anything to say on Guinea, but we can just use Ghana as an extension on what Guinea's doing.
All gold mined in Ghana must be refined in country before leaving. That's the rule. So enforcement's already begun. The Ghana Gold Board, GoldBod, is leading the crackdown. Unlicensed jewelers, fabricators, and dealers are being raided, shut down, even prosecuted. Shops in Kumasi and Accra have gone dark. This isn't just a cleanup, it's a shift in power. The government signed a landmark deal with Gold Coast Refinery and South Africa's Rand Refinery. 1 ton of gold processed locally each week. The state holds a 15% stake. Ghana won't just dig gold, it will add value before it leaves. For government, this is about more than compliance, right? It's about currency. And
there you go. That was the point I was trying to get at earlier. Adding value before it leaves. So now, instead of gold is more valuable refined than it is raw. Okay, just like everything's because it's more pure. You get it? So guys, I don't want to waste you lot's time by rambling too much because, like, as you know, I'm not the most educated person. I just talk on topics that come on my feed and that really interest me, and I like to kind of just get the message out. And Africa, obviously we're all from Africa. Africa's been done dirty for so long, and it's so nice to finally see the leaders are actually taking heed and actually improving the country for the people and stopping the corruption. So thank you, Africa, for everything you're doing. Thank you, the Soul States. Thank you, Guinea. Thank you, Ghana. Thank you, Zimbabwe. Thank you, all these African countries. Continue to do what you're doing. I'm sending you love and energy for you to liberate yourselves and accept us back when we're ready to come back. Thank you, guys. Don't get hit with a brick, and remember, get your tickets in the link down below. I'll see you in the next one.